fish.
Do one big thing.
What?
Do your dance thing.
The shake thing?
Yes.
No, you said shake thing. We're gonna say
How's everyone doing today? My name's Matthew, I'll be your moderator today, and let's start with a question. Who's got a question? You know? You.
Oh, hey, me.
Oh, hey, me. Wait, you're you, but me at the same time. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
So, I was wondering, when you did the dance, were there any dance steps that didn't make it into the movie?
Like deleted steps instead of deleted scenes? Deleted steps. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, there's one actually. Yeah, all the crappy dance moves, and they're like, no, that doesn't look good. Although, I mean, if you consider everything else not crappy. Yeah, we did, so, okay, the dance story. I liked to boogie in college. You know, Jared Hess, who wrote and directed the film, we were buddies, and he was like, John, I hear you like to dance. I was like, sure, I like to cut a rug or, you know, cut around the rug every now and then. So he's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna write it as the finale and climax of the film. I'm like, oh crap. So I was like, shoot, what am I gonna do? And he was like, all right, so you just have to, like, it has to sell the rest of the movie. Everything leads up to that moment, and if it's not good, then people aren't gonna be into it. I'm like, well, geez, thanks for the pressure. But we were, you know, an independent film. We didn't have a professional. This is the longest answer I've ever given. We didn't have. It's not like we had a professional choreographers. So I was like, oh, I'll just wing it like I normally do. And so we played 3 songs, and I got up there and I just danced until I was puking my guts out. And then we'd cut. I'd wait 10 minutes, and then I'd dance again. But it would all be just random stuff, and then they just kind of put together the best stuff. So there was never a memorized dance. People were like, do you know the dance? I was like, no, I never learned it. It was all from my heart. And then some, yeah, so, yeah, it would be interesting to see some of the, I think it would ruin it. If you saw some of the deleted scenes from the dance, it would just be me like trying to figure out like, oh, what next? You know, like something stupid.
Sweet, thanks.
Yeah.
So, what was it like to work with Billy Bob Thornton?
Are you reading a live feed from your Twitter fans?
No. Billy Bob.
Wait. At Aliciousness.net says
Billy Bob and Ben Stiller in School for Scoundrels.
Yeah.
What was it like to work with those? Like, I could only imagine what went on set. Was it funny? Were they all serious?
well, you know, they say there's like, you know, 2 kind of comedians, right? There's the ones who are like, the very serious comedians who are really funny on screen, but there's like a darkness to them. And then there's, you know, the other comedians who are just like, you know, they're dorks and idiots and they're funny and they're just light and easy. I think Ben Stiller is one of those darker ones where, like, he's very serious, you know, and it was great because he worked on, you know, School for Scoundrels, like you said, but he was actually the producer of Blades of Glory. So I got to work with him a couple times, and I loved him. I mean, I think he's an incredibly talented guy. But yeah, he's a little bit, he knows his craft, and he gets very serious, and he's like thinks everything out, and it's planned. And then someone like Will Ferrell who's just like, hey, what's going on? Let's make this. I can't believe we're gonna ice skate, and you're an idiot if you're gonna plug me. So it was great. And then Billy Bob Thornton, who is like, you know, he can be really funny, he can be very serious, but in person, he's like just a Southern gentleman. He's this, he always seems like he's very polite and very open and tells everything. He's super dirty. He loves to tell dirty jokes. You never hang out with your grandma and Hannah Pinson or my mom or my kids or anybody I care about. Yeah. No, but they were awesome. They were really awesome.
Yeah, I have this board game here called Quip It.
gosh.
I guess my question is, how the hell did you end up on the cover? And you're not, like, it's not Napoleon, it's clearly just you.
Yeah.
What's the story here?
No, that's not me. That's just lookalike. No, this is a classic story of, people who, I guess, rise to fame, right? Yes, share it with everybody else. It's my favorite thing in the world. No, yeah, everybody take a good look at something that was done without my consent.
So that's true, they just took your image.
Well, yeah, so the quick, short version, oh, this guy's getting professional. This guy, he's already down in the dumps. Let's just kick him while he's down. No, I'm just kidding. No, when right after I did Napoleon, because I was still a college student, and in those kind of, I wasn't a SAG, I didn't have an agent, I was an official. I was just more college student. And so I was like, well, I should get like headshots. And like a friend of a friend said, hey, my company does it's a stock photo company. And they do this all the time for local actors. They'll take their headshot for free if they get a couple other stock photo shots. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, okay, so you need me going like, doing some stupid looks. It was a horrible headshot. I never even used it. And it was right after that, and it was sold to this company that they legally could use it. So, yeah, if you're in the Utah area from like 2005 to 2008, you can see billboards of me saying like, click it, or like, like you gotta, fasten your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket. Billboards that say, gosh, it's like, yeah, I didn't see a dime. Or RuPaul, or whatever you guys use here.
You never got compensated for that?
No, not at all. Yeah. So thanks for buying that. Please tell me that was a white elephant gift exchange. You didn't pay for that.
This was a Value Village version.
Value Village, okay. So someone already said, wait, I thought this was going to be a Jon Heder trivia game.
You're not in the game.
Good.
Don't play.
Good. Equipment people can suck it. I hope you guys know. No, they were in the confines of the law. Everything was legit. But yeah, I've been like, for a while I was actually trying to take legal action because I totally knew how to do that. And then I was just like, it'll die down. But then, they kept, there was like, you could go to, there's those like weird vending, it's not a vending machine, but like at party places, like if you go bowling, or sometimes they have those machines where you can go, and it's like a photo booth, but it's like animated. They like take a photo of you, but put you on an animated body. It was weird. And as the test one, they had my face. My buddy was like, dude, look, John, you're on this machine. It was one of those photos. I'm like, oh, it's gonna haunt me for the rest of the day. And here I am talking to lovely people about it. They win, I lose.
Any other questions?
What's new in the world of John?
Is that an air hug?
Sure.
What's new? I've been doing a lot of voiceover. I don't know if you guys know Pickle and Peanut.
Yeah.
That's a great self-promotion there. Pickle and Peanut at Disney. You've heard of Disney. Disney XD. Disney? Disney XD, the channel. Someone said Canada doesn't really get Disney up here.
XD.
Right? You have to pay for, we have extra too. I mean, Disney isn't like, you Americans get everything for free. Canadians, Mexicans, they all have to pay for it, if you have Disney Channel, Disney XD, it's a cartoon, Pickle and Peanut, it's great, I love it. I'm super proud of it. We're about to air the second season in November. I don't know what that means for Canada, I'm sure it's going to. So check it out. And then, let's see, what else? I mean, yeah, there's various animated stuff. There's a movie actually out now called The Tiger Hunter. If you go to thetigerhunter.com, it's an independent film. It's a comedy I'm in with Danny Booty from Community, and the film is it's making its way slowly through theaters. So hopefully, I think they're planning on, a lot of the filmmakers are actually from Canada, so I'm assuming it's gonna make it up here at some point. So go to the website and you can actually say, we want it in our city. It's a great film, the whole family will love it. So yeah, thetigerhunter.com, check it out.
You back there?
When you were filming Napoleon, did you ever think it would end up with you getting your own action figure?
Action figure. With a gun and everything, and exchangeable arms, I wish. And when I got the action figure, I was like, oh, the flipping legs don't even move. Who gives? When we made the film, I mean, again, it was an independent, so we had no connection to a studio, no rights. I mean, we weren't business-minded. We were like, we're making a funny movie that we think is funny. And so we had no idea anybody else, the rest of the country, the rest of the state, the rest of the world would ever see it. But when we were making it, we definitely fantasized about this movie, man, I'm telling you, they can have dolls, or upholstery dolls for each character with their catchphrases. I mean, we really kind of saw the future, and yeah, we definitely thought, they could make figurines out. Everything had to talk, and so we had those ideas, but it was probably not even a year or so later, I was getting a full body scan at McFarlane Studios, making the figurines. I was like, this is incredible. I gotta suck in the gut. Or else they'll be immortalized in plastic forever. That was incredible.
Anyone else?
You have a story to tell?
Yes.
Oh, there's a seat up here, I guess.
So 2 years ago, we voted for our new prime minister, and at the voting place, I wore a shirt that said, vote for Pedro. So the person who was at the voting station, she saw my shirt, she asked me, and I said, but Pedro offers you protection. And she said, I know, but I don't want you to confuse the voters, and then I said to her,
Confuse the voters.
if you vote for Pedro, all your wildest dreams will come true. But I still have to cover up.
You still have to cover up. I can't believe you listened to the man or the woman. Well, I appreciate your support, Every time an election comes around, I just get a slew of images and Twitter photos oh, check it out, vote for Pedro. I was like, yes, I know, it was 10 years ago. And yet, elections never get old. So, I will always have that. Right when you think it's getting old and a new election comes out, and they're I get all the questions oh man, especially this last election, there's a lot of oh, we should have voted for Pedro. Dang it.
There's your shirt.
Yeah, there's
your shirt for you.
Should have voted for Pedro.
Alright, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Where did you get your inspiration for Napoleon Dynamite from?
For the character.
Yeah.
Well, so like I said, Jared Hess, who wrote and directed the film, we were both college buddies, and he knew me. He came to me with the script, so he created the character. But it was kind of like any film. You have to workshop things, and he has his own idea in his mind. And he got the inspiration from his younger brothers and kind of his life. It's very autobiographical of him growing up in Preston, Idaho, in that actual place where we shot it. But he was like, I think you can capture it. So we talked about it. I read it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my younger brothers. This is me. So he's very much inspired by younger brothers across the world. I have 2 younger brothers, and I took directly from him. My younger brothers were that's exactly how they talked growing up. It was just like, stop eating all the cereal, you idiot. And I'm like, sorry. But it was very much kind of how I talked and how my younger brothers talked and dressed a little bit. I never wore shy of moon boots. I had those acid wash jeans and thought they were pretty sweet. For sure, a lot of, for myself, my younger brothers, I did a lot of this. It was very autobiographical for the director and very much for me. I went to scout camp. I made boondoggle keychains for real at scout camp. So when we had to make all the boondoggles that they're handing out to the, I mean, we had production designers, but I was like, I know how to make them. So in between scenes, I was off in the corner just like, okay, you guys want to learn how to, I need some help. Here, you're assigned to the green and yellows, and I'll get the, so yeah, I made a lot of those boondoggles myself. I was very proud of it. And I used to draw. It was a very authentic film. I like that. I did all the drawings myself because that was very important to me to nail that look. Because I thought I was a pretty good artist, and I was. I mean, I majored. I got a degree in fine arts, and so I was like, no, I know what you're looking for. You're looking for those kids in middle school who are like, so I just took an art class and learned how to do cross shading. And so they do it on everything, and then proportions are just a little off. And that's where Trisha came from, and everybody's like arched backs in the Lakers' butt. I took a lot of pride in those drawings. And it really did take me a couple hours to do Trisha's drawings. And is there one back there?
Yeah, there's one back there.
What was your favorite scene or line from Napoleon Dynamite? Probably your favorite part where like, that was so funny or it was so fun to do?
My favorite scene, well, my favorite scene to watch, it was kind of like the favorite scene to actually also be in, to just watch, where I didn't do anything. The Rex Kwon-Do scene is kind of my favorite. Just, I mean, like, I busted up every time I watch it, I still like, because it was, you know, I don't have to do anything in the scene. I'm just kneeling down and watching Kim get beat up over and over by Rex. And if you look very closely, you can actually see it, because, you know, we only had a few takes. If you look in the mirror and you can see me, 1 second you can see me break character. I'm like I tried so hard, and I told, after they said, okay, we're moving on to the next thing, I told the producer, I was like, I don't think I had a clean shot of me not laughing. I don't know if you want to reshoot. He was like, no, we're good. I don't think anybody's going to see it. So here I am all telling you to go watch it. But the focus is on Kim. Nobody's watching me. But yeah, look for that and you'll see it. That was my favorite thing to watch. To shoot. I mean, everything, really. I mean, I loved, every single actor was incredible to work with. The steak scene was really fun because it was challenging, you know, that felt like filmmaking. Like, we're doing it, we're like riding this bike over and over, and they kept missing, and kept missing, and kept missing. I'm like, oh, idiots, you know? And finally it was Uncle Rico, John Grice, who plays Uncle Rico, was like, what are you talking about? I'm supposed to be the one, like, it was just some stage guy who was throwing, he was like, look, I know, I used to play baseball in college, I mean, when I was younger, I got this, you guys suck at this. He grabbed this egg and just nailed me, and that was it. And we're like, all right, I don't think we're getting it again, and my freaking nose started bleeding. I was like, all right, we're moving on. Because he ripped the glasses right off my head, and I was like, oh crap, stay in character. I was like so worried I was gonna break character. And I was like, stay in character, save, because it's never gonna happen again. So anyways, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
All right, we got time for about 2 more questions, and then we got to wrap it up.
Oh, her boyfriend has something.
I feel like the cartoon was wicked. I just want to know like why they bailed out. And then how's Tina?
You want to know why what?
Why the cartoon like stopped?
And then what's your second part is how's Tina?
How's Tina?
Tina Majorina or Tina the Llama?
Llama.
Oh, okay. The cartoon, for those who didn't see it, check it out. You can find it on iTunes or DVD. Cartoon is rad. We had the whole original cast come back. They're the same director, writer. So it really is, it captures the same, I want to say essence of the film, except it's Simpsonized. You know, it's cartoon. There's weird things that happen. Ligers talk. So yeah, that didn't really happen in the movie. But watch the cartoon, it's great. Yeah, we did 6 episodes, and I think because they aired during the Super Bowl, stupid people still like football better than Napoleon. No, I don't know. You know, I like to think of it that was our sequel. You know, kind of like put those 6 episodes together. But I really don't think the world of Napoleon is dead. I mean, I think there's definitely the opportunity, I mean, there has been talks about people like, oh, maybe we can resurrect it as another animated show, but in a different way. I don't know, we'll see. Answer to your second question, I'm pretty sure that llama's dead. Their lifespan is not as long. It was, that llama's name was Dolly, actually. Dolly Llama. So yeah, I was, I mean, I'm, you know, rest in peace, Dolly, but I'm not a huge fan of llamas. You know, that was all very real to me. Everything, like, again, Grandma loved that llama. Her making out with it was all unscripted. And me throwing the food at it was unscripted because I'm supposed to feed her, and the stupid llama wouldn't eat the food, so I was like, eat it, stupid llama. That was actually another scene. I had a very hard time not laughing because I was trying to say a character, but being mean to an animal in a non-violent way is very funny to me. I felt so bad throwing the food and like, it didn't hit the hand but the llama. It was very funny and I had to stop, keep myself from laughing.
When you were on Ninja Turtles as Napoleon Bonaparte, was
Yeah.
that your idea just to do the Napoleon boys? Did they ask you to?
Oh, they asked me to, yeah. No, one of the producers was actually of Napoleon, was a writer on the show. So he was like, hey, I know John, let's bring him in. If you remember the original Napoleon Bonaparte, let's bring him back and kind of do his thing. Kind of just made sense. And I know the people at Nickelodeon who do that. So yeah, it was a blast to kind of just do the unofficial Napoleon Dynamite for Ninja Turtles. You have a question?
Out of all the films and audio voiceovers that you've done, which one of the actors or co-workers that you worked with was the best one?
So she's wondering which of all the actors I've worked with,
Yeah, basically.
voiceover or not, which is the best. Oh man, I've been blessed. I pretty much have loved everyone I've worked with, and I can't say that for everybody. I'm sure if people I've worked with, I've heard so many great stories from other actors I've worked with, like, oh, so-and-so was a bit of a diva or whatever. But I've loved everyone. Will Ferrell's great to work with. I love David Spade and Benchwarmers, he was awesome. Nick Swartz and I got to work with like a couple times, and he's incredible. Like very, very funny guy, very nice. Who else? I don't know. They've all been wonderful. Yeah. You get very close with your fellow. I mean, everybody in Napoleon, obviously. I mean, both Tina, John Grice, Efren is really funny. He's complete opposite of his character. Like he talks normally, so yeah, we'll hang out sometimes. And no, they're all awesome, and I love them all.
All right, that's all the time we have for today, guys.
Thank you guys.